Oh, cool.
Yeah, you know who Colin Hay is, right?
It sounds familiar.
Man at work. He's one of the men at work.
He's one of the men. Is he still working?
Yeah.
Is he gonna come and do a little work?
He's gonna do his solo album. It's called Man at Work.
You really Nate Bjork that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Welcome to the Preacher Podcast, brought to you by the Baltic and Trentendo. I am Trent. This is Nate.
Hi, and we are Two Skulls.
Yeah, I know. So we had that one that Sadie hooked Nate up with, and I was like, oh, I could put my skull and prop my phone up against it too. This is the one Nate got me from Mexico. Just super baller. What's funny is I was like, hey, would you pick me up a sugar skull? And you came back with those demonic looking, like Aztec.
Yeah, look at that.
It's baller. It's not what I expected. It's way cooler.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Anyway,
no worries.
So we are, like I say from time to time, if you're listening to us, there's a video component. Go to YouTube, look up Trentendo. You'll find my channel. You'll find all kinds of fun stuff. I just put up video gameplay yesterday. We've got this, or it would be the day before yesterday by the time this goes up.
Yep.
When this goes up tomorrow, will be a new Struggle is Real video.
Whoa.
Yeah,
There's gonna be you guys lucky you.
I thought you was going somewhere else, but I was like waiting. But if you're watching the video and you just want to listen to audio component, just go online, look up on iTunes, look up the Baltic Effect Preacher Podcast. You'll be able to find us.
Yeah. Frankly, Trent puts a lot of effort into this video element, so watch it, you jerks.
Because we love you. This week we're talking about the episode Shoshana.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Yeah, do you know really what the word is?
Nope.
I have no clue.
Nope.
De-shoeing. Yeah, no, I'm like standing.
Why put shoes on? You can have the comfortable carpet under your feet.
Well, I was just walking with them on, and so I'm like, step up, let's record, and I'm just all of a sudden I'm like, because if you stand around flip flops after a little while, they get a little sweaty.
Yeah.
And so I was just like,
let your feet
make this with your feet, like in Die Hard. So anyway, we're watching this week. We watched an episode which we have no idea what the title means.
Probably means like soul coolness.
Coolness.
Soul.
I know, but I was saying that soul. He's so cool that his soul's cool.
Soul cool. Snow cool.
But do we have any questions this week for the quiz?
We do not. Thanks. Good job, guys.
Guys, what are you doing? You're supposed to ask stuff that I'm supposed to guess at.
But
did you have to do it old school where you have to look them up yourself or write them yourself?
These are just from my notes.
Wow, old fashioned.
What's the base unit price if you're selling your soul? Price per unit if you're selling your soul. Base unit, not the increased.
Is it 5,000?
Yep, it is. What number? What percentage does that price double?
At 15%.
That's correct. Which means how many units did? How many?
Well, that's the question. Is a unit a percent?
Well, if you do the math. Well, I'm not going to tell you because. Well, how much did the guy pay? How much did the guy get paid for 15%?
He went for 15%. And they said it doubles. So that's the thing is when does it double? From going to 14 to 15 or from 10 to 15?
It double. It's.
Do you see why this is a little?
No, I don't see why. No, it's okay. I take it to mean it's as simple as possible. It's the price per unit is $5,000. You go unless you're doing 15% or more, then it's $10,000 a unit. Not for every unit after 15, but for every unit total. So you're $5,000.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So if you sell 14% of your soul, you're getting what is that?
14%.
Yeah. Yep. Shoot.
I didn't know what number you wanted.
No, it's like 50. Oh, yeah, it's 40. Yeah, if you're selling, okay, it's 45. You're selling.
Okay, at 15%, everything is 10 instead of 5.
Instead, yeah.
So divide 10 into 150,000. That brings you with what? 15,000. Did I do that right?
So it's 50. He sold 15% of his soul.
Okay, well that I figured. I just thought we were figuring out
No, I was going to ask you.
I thought we were doing something
else. I was telling you how they do it because it's 150,000.
Sure.
And so I was going to ask you the 150,000, but first I was going to say
presumably,
as you know, it's this and this and this.
So he went 15 units. A unit is a percent.
He would have. So here's the thing. He would have. If he would have went 10,000 units or 10 units, 10%.
He would have only got 50,000.
50,000. He went from 50,000 to 150,000.
By doing
which is
that.
a good deal.
So it's like it's giving you double what yours plus yours, so it's like time and a half ostensibly. So yeah.
Now assuming that same amount of soul was the exact same amount of soul that was given to that old lady. How much was that? What was? I'm not gonna ask what the profit is, but how much did you sell it for?
2,700,000.
Yep, 2.7.
So the profit was okay. So it was 2,550,000.
Okay, so that's what it was.
Yay, math! I had to.
We had to redeem ourselves because we didn't know what 5 times 45 is.
5 times 45. When did we not know that?
5 times 14 is.
5 times 14.
Yeah,
I didn't know we were looking for that. 5 times 14.
Remember, you
is
said
50,
what if you said if you're selling?
So it's 70,000.
Okay.
I mean, well, it'd be 70 if it's just 14.
Okay. So.
I didn't know what. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was looking for. I'm sorry, buddy.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to math.
I had to sit down with somebody today and say, look, it's a problem that no one's ever really had to work on before. But let's just say there was a product at work that someone thought that over the course of 8 to 10 weeks, the clock on this product was gaining 3 minutes of time. I don't know if you know how aggravating that is to test. It takes 8 to 10 weeks to test it, and then you have to have a clock that is set with another clock. So you got to pull a Back to the Future, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I did that, and then it's like it's already been a few weeks. It's off by like a minute and 20 seconds. I had to figure out how to figure that out.
I'm just really embarrassed that I didn't know what 5 times 14 is. And I gotta say, can I just say, before the smug people who are watching this, it's hard to think on the spot.
You knew it. If you weren't doing this, if you weren't recording, if this wasn't going on,
no,
you would have been able to do it.
Oh, I feel so stupid.
How do you think I feel every time I answer any of your questions? What's the next one?
That was it.
Kicked its ass.
I just. Let's ask a couple more things.
Okay.
At what time do the fellows eat their sausages every day?
5:15.
Yep.
No way.
That's right.
Work drugs work.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm taking that.
At what?
Taking that pill from that Bradley Cooper movie.
With plus or minus 5 minutes, I'll say. Well, approximately at what point after getting their sausages? What time did they start driving away when Jesse hit the bomb?
I did not see. It was. You would have
plus
been going
or minus
off
5 minutes.
You would have been going off the clock behind Tulip. So I'm going to say 6:30 or 5:30.
You were close. That's plus or minus 5. It's 5:25 about, I think, if I remember correctly. I didn't write any of this down. How many minutes?
This is not a questionnaire. Legendary.
How many minutes does Jesse have left on the last when he's calling on his last phone call? He's like, I'm on my way. I've got it.
10 minutes.
If you're still operating within the plus or 5 minutes, you're correct.
Was it 5 minutes?
It was 7.
7 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I think it's
like a really old, dirty clock.
Yeah.
So there's that.
What other questions can I ask you? What time is it right now?
If I had to guess, 9.
It is within the plus or minus 5 minutes rule. You are correct. It is 8:57.
Yeah, I was just like, I knew when I got home. I haven't looked at a clock since then
and that microwave clock, the clock on the microwave. When did that stop working? Because now it just says 0 for the past weeks.
I'm okay with it because
several weeks.
I'm okay with it because for some
it was
reason,
always fast before.
Like 14 minutes
we would
fast.
set it.
I never set it that fast.
No, we wouldn't. No one set it that fast. We would always set it for the correct time.
I think it's broken.
No, I'm right. I know. Oh, really? Is it broken?
Good. No. I don't want it. That thing sucks.
No, what I'm saying is we would set it for the correct time and then it would speed up. Mm-hmm. It would literally speed up.
And you wouldn't know, like, did it get set back to like closer to time? Or
Yeah, because sometimes it would get set back closer to time, and you look at the clock and you're like, oh, well, that's fast, so I'm okay. And then it wasn't. It would be fast that day.
I hate that clock.
Yeah.
So let's get into this episode, man. I kicked that quiz's ass. Let's leave it there. We don't have to dig up more questions for me to potentially lose. You don't have to keep chipping away at the hero until he fails.
What brand of cup does Tulip recommend to
Solo cup?
Dixie?
Oh, Dixie. I'm sorry, Dixie. You make a great product. I'm sorry you don't get brand recognition as well as Solo Cup. I'm sure you guys that work at Dixie think that you do. You don't. But it's all because of that fucker in his country song. You know, if it weren't for him, he should have said Dixie Cup.
Yeah, I gotta say that Dixie Cup had the first country song. All those Dixie songs.
Yeah, like 1,000 Dixie songs.
Yeah, we can always just lie and say those are about the cups.
Yeah, they're all about that plastic cup.
Dixie Cup.
Backing up a little bit, so we're not really backing up, just kind of stepping out from everything. I think the biggest thing in this episode was taking down the Sand of Killers. I think everything was kind of geared towards that, but we also got a crazy amount of backstory. We got some really funny moments.
Oh, I gotta say it. Delightful. At the very beginning, when the three of them are preparing their meal and getting ready, and then they're gonna eat.
Yeah, and he's just like, what should we do?
They're like, oh, you're cooking? Get it to with his mock whisper. He's like, get the fire extinguisher.
Like,
And then they'd have multiple conversations at once. Like Cassidy would be like, we could zoom in on the thing. What?
Yeah, he was still saying
it. And she would be like, who's Laura? And they were doing this whole thing back and forth, and it was great. And then, meanwhile, Jesse's looking at the boiling yogurt.
Yeah. What I like about it too is that Jesse is just so kind of like any other person would be like, you shut up, you talk. Okay, you're done. Now you talk. But he's just like. For a guy that I don't root for, he's very okay with like a lot of things.
Oh, I think I root for him the most.
You root for Jesse?
Oh, sorry. I was talking about Cassidy.
Maybe I said Cassidy. I'm sorry if I did.
Yeah.
But no, I mean I'm talking about Jesse. Jesse is so apathetic. I think his apathy is the thing that pisses me off the most. But when it's in situations like this where people are just being themselves, he allows them to be themselves to an extreme that would run me up the wall. And he just, he doesn't even faze them. He's not like, they both run at the mouth and they don't know when the other one's talking, so they don't know how to have a conversation. It's really annoying. He's just like, it's my girl, it's my dude.
Yeah.
We're going to sit down and have these pancakes.
Yeah.
What's amazing is it seems like everything was fine in the pancake. It seems like, here's what's interesting. She can cook. It's not that she can't cook. It's that she puts stupid shit together. Mm-hmm. Like, the pancakes were cooked just fine.
Yeah, and pancakes, she lucked out because pancakes are meant to be sweet with crap on it.
Sure, and then when she did the hash browns with the vanilla extract, it's not meant to go together.
And also,
it's
vanilla
not
extract burns
right.
Fire.
Well, there's that, but let's say she had heated it up another way, it would have tasted like hell, but she would have prepared the ingredients properly. I know it's a weird. I don't
know. I feel like to make a pancake is hard.
To make a pancake is really fucking hard.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
So
especially if you don't burn the first one. If you can make pancakes and not burn the first one, you're
well. You gotta whip it. Apparently, you can't. You have to leave some lumps in it, and that's a mistake that people make.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're supposed to leave some lumps in the batter.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the Pancake 3?
Ooh, I should get pancake batter and make Dad make us pancakes.
Make your dad. His dad's visiting, by the way.
He'll be coming tomorrow. Yeah.
He's bringing a piano with him. You're gonna make your dad make pancakes?
Yeah.
Don't make your dad make pancakes.
I'm gonna make him make pancakes.
Take him to Original Pancake House.
He makes really good pancakes.
Or Pancake Cafe.
He makes really good pancakes.
He's on a mini vacay to Madison, and he's got to bring a heavy ass piano as it is, and you're gonna make him cook pancakes?
Yep.
Okay. All right, fair enough. But no, have you seen the Pancake 3D printer?
No.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not what you would want it to be, because what it does is it's actually not really a 3D printer either, because it's kind of technically 2D, even though Pancake has 3 dimensions. But it doesn't make a pancake that's like a castle. It makes a design, and you go into CAD, like the programs you use to make designs, and put it into this thing, and it's got the griddle, and the griddle is controlled.
Pass. I'm gonna pass on that pancake.
Okay. So too
much work, baby.
The griddle regulates different areas of it, and so what you do is it takes that design that you made and it'll do the lines and stuff, and it knows to hold off on the heat until it gets other stuff.
Oh, interesting.
And so that when you flip it, it's got all the lines.
Unpass on that.
But it doesn't make it. It never cooks everything right.
Oh, okay.
Like,
unpassing it.
Because what you would do is you'd make all these designs and they're preloaded in it. So you walk up and be like, Wonder Woman logo pancakes.
Yeah.
And it would just beep, 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 and do all this. But it just, it's like 4.
And then it would end up being a Blunder Woman pancake. That's how bad it would be.
Nice.
And then the pancake would feel so burned after I said that to it.
Yeah. Thing costs $4,000.
It's the cheapest. The reason we ate pancakes so much as a kid was because it's so goddamn cheap.
Really?
Pancakes are so cheap. Man. Like, that's the reason we ate them so much. It's just just more like it's more labor intensive than a bowl of cereal.
It's laborious.
Yeah, but
it goes further.
Yeah, you can like
pancakes are literally my favorite. Like, well, I feel like nachos are my number one.
Yeah,
pancakes are like if nachos turns its head a little bit.
Yeah,
pancakes are gonna shove it off the podium.
I gotta say, nachos taste so good. The problem is the finger gets in the shit.
Yeah, well,
and you know how I don't like getting food shits on me.
Some nachos I eat with fork.
I eat Flamin' Hot Cheetos with chopsticks because I don't like getting the dust on me.
Life hack.
And the thing is, they don't even need to put that dust on it. They could make it science. They could science that Cheeto to make it taste.
They could science the cheese in there.
Yeah, they don't need to put that dust in. But did you know they put the dust on like Doritos, Cheetos, etc. All these name brands that I totally recommend and are great snacks.
Yeah, good chips.
They could make that taste in like maybe used to they had to powder it, but the consumer wants that fucking shit on it.
They tried it without the powder and people didn't like it, and so they put the powder back because people didn't feel like it had much flavor.
It's just this fucking dust.
It's this. It's a conspiracy, man.
Yeah,
I blame Walter Cronkite.
I don't know if it's a. Yeah, me too.
Or the very next. Not serial killer.
I've been doing a much better job looking at the camera instead of the monitor.
Oh, really? Actually, I haven't even looked at it yet. So, who was the other, not serial killer, but mass murderer or psychopath or whatever? It's like, tune in next time to chapter 59. Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney, which is a safe bet because Dick Cheney has been out of office for like a decade now.
Yeah.
Which is a safe bet so that people watching it won't get all up in arms because... I mean, it's a safe bet, right?
I feel like the same people that would get up in arms about that would
Remember when he shot his friend in the face with a shotgun?
I feel like people that would get up in arms about that are the same people that get up in arms. Just the fact that this show's practically blasphemous. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like I almost got thrown out, but I keep forgetting that there's this internal theology within and mythology as well within the show itself, and I have to work within those rules. Like when and I'm sorry I interrupted you. I just realized I did that. The Saint of Killers is in hell because he doesn't have a soul. What part of him is the part that's in hell?
Yeah, I know. So there's that. And look, man, I'm gonna drop a little bit of comic book in here. Okay. Not too much, but I'm just gonna say that
I called it that those were souls from the very beginning, though, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yes, you're very smart. Now shut up.
No. Talking about that for a second. I thought he was gonna go into the butt. I thought he was getting the soul out of the butt because he's laying on the couch. He's in the undies.
That's what you do when
he's in a colonic position. He's about to get a colonic of his soul.
Colonics.
Back to Saint of Killers. Way different than not way different.
That's from Simpsons.
There's a huge difference because there's a lot of what the Saint of Killers was doing when he enters the story that is way more badass than what's in the show. And I don't know if it's the thing of they didn't just want to do that, if it was too complicated to shoot, or I feel like they have an opportunity to still whip some of that in because he's not dead. Like I don't know, I don't think he can die.
Well,
even though he has a soul,
I think he can't die because he kept getting shot.
Right, but I'm saying
now that he has a soul,
that's what I'm saying. We don't know. Is he alive in that box?
I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
So yeah, backing up a little bit, we have the delightful romp in the beginning, and the Saint of Killers. The Saint of Killers is coming in to kill them. Yeah. Little girl narcs him out. Yeah. But doesn't.
She gets the wrong one.
Little girl.
Which apartment did she direct the Saint of Killers to?
19.
Which apartment? What should she have?
16.
14.
14. Fuck.
And the 4 was shaped like this, so you could a stupid kid could think that's a 9.
Yeah, stupid kid got people killed.
Yes. You know what? But the thing is, you got to think about this. She just watched her dad get killed.
I know. She's a little girl. It's fine. Look,
Where's she going? Where's she going to?
Back to that house. There'll be somebody.
Where all the dead bodies are?
I mean, there'll be somebody that shows up. It's a mafia, man. There's all kinds of other factions.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, where do you think she's gonna go?
I think she's gonna go back to the house too, but like where? Like
I said that, and you're like, what? To back to where all the dead? Fuck you.
I know, I'm a dildo.
Oh, you went for like, I love these two. These were two of my favorite. Jamaica and from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Netherworld. But check out Netherworld if you're anywhere remotely close to Georgia around October, around Halloween. Go to Netherworld, and it's the scariest place you'll ever go in your entire life. It's messed up, dude. But thank you, sir. Thanks for Caribou Crossing.
Yeah.
Some good nondescript Canadian.
Yeah, I got it because of the bottle.
Where do you stack it up against the Crown Rye?
Let me taste it, and I'll tell you.
Well, you've been drinking it for like days.
There we go.
Wow, that's
Nature's
smooth. That's light. That's like a diet whiskey.
Mm-hmm. A little too cinnamony for me.
Yeah, maybe
does it have a little bit of cinnamon notes?
I do taste it. Honey maybe as well. It's real sweet. That's a really sweet one. Woo.
It's a single barrel.
That's like one that you would put like with dessert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you'd drizzle that over a fucking cheesecake. Getting back to the show.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ooh,
Saint of Killers comes in. Oh, it would be good. Saint of Killers comes in, and he finds the bullet. He gets the fuck out of there, and then they go basically to the library to do research, which was great. And what I love is that
what can't you have in the library according to this sign?
I didn't see it.
No alcohol or firearms.
I guarantee you, firearms and alcohol have gone into that library. And
that's just Jesse.
That's just Tuesday. No. So they do that. I love that there's the like when you're having a research montage, there's always someone that's got to go. I do that subliminal. Like I don't think about it when I'm working on something. I'll stop and I'll like, and my neck doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that. What am I doing? I'm just saying. It's like people that like do this after they get handcuffs taken off. I don't think you always have to do that, but everyone always does.
What are these?
It's like shaking a Polaroid.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Why do we do that?
I want to know where we're getting these libraries that have all the things we need. Okay, so we have. It reminds me.
It's in New Orleans. It's a big city. It's a huge city.
And they were able to like card catalog all that shit and find it.
Well, I mean,
well, it's like how Buffy.
Do you want like
and
a
Buffy
looking?
I don't. Yeah, I would kind of want to see them go through card catalog.
Boom, and then one of them has to like move out of the way of the other one. Oh, excuse me. And here comes with this. And then one of them's looking at a record for like Buddy Holly, and they look at it,
and they're like, it's a living.
Yeah.
And then
I'm glad we don't direct this show.
Yeah.
we gotta have a finding the research montage.
There would be no talking about feelings ever in the show.
Yeah.
I'm really mad. Shut up.
Yeah.
Hey, can we cut that?
Yeah, can we just not do that?
But I was going to say about Buffy, and I know you don't watch Buffy, but I do want to say that whenever something happens in that show and they need to do research, they do their research in the high school library, which has everything they need.
And the high school library ain't got shit. Unless you're like,
and they're like, well, here's. They're like, I need
a rich school would.
They're like, I need a. And this is a school that's built on the Hellmouth, but they're like, I need a curse that will send a demon back to hell. Let's look in the school library.
That's great.
You know?
Well, if it's a rich school, Buffy went to a rich school, didn't she?
I don't know. Did she?
I'm only drawing off the movie. The real Buffy.
I've never seen the movie.
That's right. Get turnt, nerds. I love the movie with Paul Rubens.
Paul Rubens.
There's nothing wrong with the show. It's just not my steez.
Yeah.
It's a
classic.
It's a perfectly well-regarded show. Sarah Michelle Gellar's awesome. I think she's great.
Yeah.
And it spawned what, Angel? Why are we talking about this? So,
because of their library.
So they.
And you know what? You can learn things about things at your local library.
Dude, I miss going to the library. When I was a kid, I used to go all the time. I miss going to the video store too, but I've given that up. Yeah. So it's you know. It's unfortunate that libraries are going the way that they are because, man, I would do book clubs during the summer.
You can still go to the library.
I could, yeah, but there's good ones.
We've got good ones around here.
There's one not far from here that I went to. It was right across the road from where
I
get
voted
my
there
liquor license.
I voted.
Not Middleton, but Fitch.
Yeah, because I was because for
you voted in Fitch?
No. Because that's where you could do absentee ballots. Because I was going to be in Illinois for our last presidential election, I was going to be in Illinois, which is
he left the state for the election. He was like, I can't deal with this shit.
I can't deal with this shit. So I did an absentee ballot, and we all did it at that one.
That really nice one?
Yeah. But like otherwise, you have to go down to like the city court.
Stand
bullshit.
4 hours in a line.
I had to stand 4 hours in a line for primaries.
Oh yeah.
That was bullshit. Just like for the Democratic primaries or whatever political side I'm on. I don't know. It was the Democratic primaries that I voted in.
Before we get too far into this, so yes, what I like a lot about that montage was that we had the books that we couldn't really get a lot out of except for like every now and then a picture, the comic books that Cassidy was reading, which is cool, and then the audio book was kind of explaining, and it's a really really dumbed down, slimmed down version of what the Saint of Killers was at a certain part of his life. But there's another part of his life that happens after the murder. And they say, and they hinted at it in this episode a little bit by saying like, and after that he became this merciless thing. Mm-hmm. And I think all we know about Saint Killers is like we've only seen him in hell, and so it's just his worst day. When the angels come to hire him in the comic, he's asleep. Someone has him asleep until they need him.
Interesting.
All I'm gonna say.
Interesting.
I don't think that gives away too much because I think that it's so huge what happens, and I don't remember enough of it.
Does he asleep because Santa doesn't visit waking boys and girls?
No, he's waiting for the prince to wake him up.
Oh.
So anyway, we merged those together. Mm-hmm. I thought you were going to go the one I was going to say. That's what was in the chamber.
Yeah.
But no. So he comes back and that's when they go back to, I like the phone thing that happened where he picked it up and he's like I'm here, and so he could detect that it happened. Yeah. I wonder if you could just like leave a cell phone somewhere and call it and talk through it. Would the Saint Killers go?
Someone would have to answer it.
Answering machine, old school answer machine.
Yep.
It kicks on. It's like,
or like a walkie-talkie that's just on and receiving.
That's not bad, but you can't get so far away. They need to go lots of places. This trip has legs.
CB.
Like a fighting CB?
CB radio.
CB. I thought you meant like a SEABE. I don't know why I thought that.
What's an SEABE?
It's like these military people that build shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, John Wayne did a movie called Fighting CBs.
Oh,
John Wayne.
You know who likes John Wayne?
Jesse Custer.
That's right.
So
back to the show.
Man, I nailed that. So
what up, boop.
All right, so they go back, they make the deal, they have to stay there, and that's when a lot of shit's going on. We find out that Jesse, I don't give two red shits about him and Tulip's past in their apartment and their haggles. It's very sad. I don't want to trivialize somebody that's going through that. These are fictional characters. I care about crazy shit. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
So, what I want to know, I want him to get the stuff.
Different people like different things in their shows, and you don't like the relationship stuff, and neither do most smart people. Just kidding. It's cool if you like it.
But
it's cool if you watch The Bachelor and you're an idiot.
Whoa. We just lost all 5 of half of our viewers. So now we have 5 viewers. Okay. Getting back to it. I'm interested in him and his dad stuff. There's a lot of him and dad stuff in the comic. And it's a big thing. And the fact that we dipped our toes into it a little bit with him saying what his last name was.
LeJoie or something.
Right.
Well,
what's the name of the voodoo shop?
Papa Bebe's.
Papa Bebe's. I love it. Love it so much. I love that shit. I love in Constantine when he visits Papa Midnight. He's got all that shit.
Papa Legba.
That was so cool, man. Yeah. Now we're getting to some voodoo shit. If you're in Louisiana, it's gonna happen if you're making a show like this. But
voodoo.
That guy was just like, I haven't sold. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you got a whatever pin right there. Yeah. Sure, around here you got a shaker, a uprooter,
a whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, I know. He said all these bullshit things, and the guy's just like, how do you know about this? So then he's got to. I love how and again it goes back to. I guess I have to take the good with the bad when it comes to Jesse's apathy, because he's like, shit, I gotta go.
I don't know if it's apathy as much as self-centered.
Maybe.
I think it's just self-centered. If it doesn't have to do with him, he doesn't care.
Well, yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know.
He has the single-mindedness.
It's
all about what he wants.
To my specific point was that when he goes outside to get into the truck, yeah, he's trying, but he's just kind of like, do. Hey, Tulip.
Where are you?
Yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, baby. Yeah, all right, open up. And the guy flips him off, which is great. Yeah. But like I would be panicking. So maybe it's good that he has this so he's cool under pressure.
Sure.
Because he kept his cool and he's like I'm out on the street. Like if anybody had asked me, if you knew that you were in death, like life or death, and I said, do you know how to open a armored truck? And they were just like, what? I'm like, not now. Do you not understand how little time you have? Do you really want to go through this? Mm-hmm. Do you think that there'll be a later? And then it's like, she goes, do you have any D batteries? And it's like,
oh, I need to get some 9 volts before I go back downstairs.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
But of course he doesn't have fucking D batteries.
No.
He like he said, it's on the street. And then you get I love that there wasn't a bomb making montage. It's just bye, doot. Yeah. And then it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, it worked. It's just the armored truck is stronger than the...
It blew up. Yeah, it made a poof.
It set off all those car alarms nearby.
Just so good, man. Yeah, it really... The episode really amps up. It doesn't have any of the huge fights. In fact, we skip the fight and cut straight to, like, after the cop goes in, we got the guy with the bloody nose, and they're trying to compare everything.
I like how Jesse doesn't use his power on that dude.
Until tell him to get lost. He doesn't use it.
He could tell by the punch on the nose that didn't you have to use his power.
What if it was just one punch? Just like, do what I want.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if dude who runs the thing was like an owner in the company, maybe he would feel some stake in this. Mm-hmm. But right now he's like...
You think he's just a hired hand?
Well, and also...
He's a
do you think the amount of souls they have in that claw... They've got... It's got a weird finish. They've got almost probably $1 billion worth of souls in that thing. Yeah. But imagine in the warehouse back in Osaka, how many... Mm-hmm. Where's their warehouse of souls?
Osaka.
Yeah.
Okay. How much did you love that the name of their business was Happy Soul Go-Go?
I loved it.
I was hoping it would say something like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. I mean, that was cool. Oh my God. We almost... I will say that I was a little aggravated that he's like, okay, here's the bullet. Is there a match? No. I'll take your pen. Earlier we saw a ring. Jesse knows that it's an item. And then he goes, let's see if I match. Cuts his own hair from where did the scissors come from? I don't know. Just bouncing around the truck. That's not safe. And like,
it's his personal scissors that he keeps in his pocket. What if that was the case? And that could have been used instead. The scissors themselves. These are my scissors. I've had them for my whole life. Anyways, here's some hair.
What an asshole. What a stupid asshole.
I choose to believe that those are his personal scissors. They're engraved. They say JC. Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. How
made that connection?
How aggravated are you that we don't know, like, how the soul thing works? Like, if you put in 1%, does it grow into more? Why do you need more?
Yeah, I'm a little bit I'm not aggravated. I'm curious. I think...
Because I know you love rules with this stuff.
Here's my thought. Mm-hmm. My thinking is it's like yeast.
Gives you an infection.
It's yeast. Yeah, yes, exactly.
It helps
or
make
like
alcohol.
the bacteria in yogurt, where you just need a little bit as a starter. And then it grows. Do you think you grow some of your old soul back? This is my only thing. This is maybe not the real way, not the way I think it is in the show. I'm talking about in the show. But this is the way I hope it is in the show.
Based on the way the guy acted, I don't think it grows back because he goes, "You'll never miss it." Not it'll grow back.
Yeah.
The same thing with the other guy. There'll be fatigue. He'll be fine. It's not like he'll regain it back and be okay. So he never says that it does. He doesn't say that it doesn't, but then he also doesn't really make us believe that it does.
You know what he should have done?
Explained everything?
Yeah, but also, you know what Jesse should have done? He said, hey, you want a soul? You want some soul? Pop in some James Brown record, pop that in, and the cowboy's like, this is what I wanted. He fills up with soul. He fills up with soul, and then he's like, get down. And he gets down in our splits.
He would shoot the record player, just bloom.
Well, no, because he's filled with soul. And this is positive soul.
I did love
Get down.
I did love that he did get down. I do love that the Santa Killer's like he could control him, and all of a sudden things were back in Jesse's court. Mm-hmm. Like it was awesome. Thought that was cool, and I also like that he didn't try and get him into heaven because he's a fucking murderer.
Yeah,
I know your wife and kid died. He was also a really shitty person before his wife and kid. Like real bad. There's lots of real bad going on with Santa Killer. So like, oh, you were wronged? Who the fuck is...
He was the butcher at Gettysburg.
Yeah, there you go. Who the fuck is a bad person that gets wronged one time and goes to heaven? Like, if there is a heaven and hell, if it works the way that we're supposed to think that it works, in what system does that fucking work? So anyway, I thought it was cool that he handled it that way, and we've got him out of the way so we can kind of move forward. Because I want to get on to, like, the cult people, or maybe the lizard people.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be lizard people, but
Yeah.
I want to move forward. We've set up some other stuff, and I'm also okay with moving back a little bit, learning a little more about Jesse. Mm-hmm. I didn't really have a through line or, like, a message of anything, except for, maybe, like, a hidden part of you or something is making you sad, because we found out that Dennis is Cassie's kid.
Yeah, that was kind of neat.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was
and
really...
then that makes sense why why Cassidy was tying his shoes.
Yeah.
For him.
Yep. All kinds of stuff like that. And at the end, he gets him a PS4 and a flat screen and something. I don't know what he...
Yeah.
Rocket something.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he was talking about. But all in all, good. Oh, and then we got... fucking Cassidy grabs the damn sword. And it chops his fingies off. And he's got stupid little, like, growing back fingers because he's growing more.
It's going to feel huge. That's from Deadpool.
That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, there's something else.
When he cuts his hand
he's got
up
that weird little hand.
It's growing back. He's like, it's going to feel huge.
That's so funny. Oh, man. So I'm looking to see if he grows the tattoos back or not.
I don't think he grows the
I hope he doesn't.
I think he doesn't.
Or maybe they're like half.
It stops where the thing...
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would want to see.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You know what I always wondered?
Mm-hmm.
You know how we regrow our skin and stuff? How
Yeah.
do tattoos stay?
Because
we regrow our skin. Our cells are constantly being redone.
They're beneath the layer that it, like,
so
regenerates on top of.
we keep the literal ink in there. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
It's between, like... So, like, the stuff that's dead is on top, and you can kind of see through it. It's why we have, like, pigment.
But, like, every part of our body is new. Like, we
Right.
regenerate everything.
But it's the new that's regenerating is regenerating on top of it. And you can see through it, kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But there's one more thing I want to bring up about Cassidy, and that's kind of everything I've got on the episode, and that is, Cassidy's trying to move his rook into the pawn position. I don't know where I'm going with that metaphor. Did you see what he did to Jesse?
No.
Threw him under the fucking bus is what he did. He said, when he brought up the singer, he goes, "Oh, you were real excited about her. You're real excited."
Oh, I thought I was chalking it up to naivete. Like
No.
Cassidy wasn't thinking.
He did it in this one.
I don't think he's got a bad bone in his body. Mm-hmm. I don't think Cassidy's a bad guy, except for the murdering and vampirism.
He still wants to look back.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Agree to disagree, but you know what? You know how we'll find out?
We'll watch the show.
We'll watch the show.
Anything else in the episode before we hit emails?
I don't.
Okay.
Let's go to the emails.
Hold on, let me prop it up on my skull.
I'm telling you right now.
Uh-huh.
I checked the emails before we started.
We have none.
We have 0.
What the fuck?
We have a message from Shane. We have a message from Shane apologizing for not sending us an email.
Guys, this is a sad week. What did we do something wrong? It's okay, you can tell us.
Well, Shane hasn't seen this episode yet.
In the form of an email, you can tell us what we did wrong by sending it to balticeffect@gmail.com. You can send quiz questions to Nate@NateBjork.com.
Yes, you can. You can do to both of those things. Mm-hmm. Can I just say, we have some great emailers who send us great emails, insightful emails. If you want to send us an email, it doesn't have to be insightful. You can just be like, "Hey, Nate, I think you should wear hats more," Or, "Hey, those skulls you have in front of you are a cool thing." Mm-hmm. Or, "Hey, I know you guys like to drink whiskey. Here's a bottle of whiskey that I'm mailing you."
Yeah, email us whiskey.
Email us whiskey,
but,
and we'll 3D print it out. Email us the CAD file for the whiskey. Mm-hmm. We'll 3D print it out.
Okay.
That's how it works, right?
As much as I want to, like, guilt everyone to, like, write us in, I also don't. I appreciate everybody that's clicking play and listening.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to. We're the ones that make the commitment to do this every week. And so anybody that has ever emailed in, thank you. Anybody that is thinking about emailing, go for it. Shoot us an email, and we're gonna love it. We're gonna read it, and that's all I got.
And like, even if you're shy, and I can't imagine this happening because I don't think it's ever happened.
Make a fake name.
If you're shy, you could send us an email and tell us your thoughts, but don't read this on the air, and we won't.
Yeah.
Or make a fake name.
We could shout out birthdays or one.
Yeah.
We could help you propose. You come on our show and propose to people.
You could, if you want.
Tell people that you have.
Here's the invite right now. Here's the invite right now. If you have chlamydia, or if you want to propose to somebody, you are welcome. Send a postcard, self-addressed. No, just send a postcard to our P.O. box below. And just send it there, and we will send you an all-expenses trip to see us Send it to this P.O. box, and you can come see us and announce your chlamydia/wedding proposal on the show.
Not putting a damn thing on the screen.
That's good because we don't have a P.O.
No, we don't. All right, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And then I just want to say that Nate is nice.
Oh, Trent is nice.
Stella's a pretty kitty.
We love you.
I thought we were going to be off on that one.
I did too. I forgot to say, like...
we got a place that we're going to be staying in St. Louis. Oh, fuck you, Shane. I was reading something from my mom, and then your message came in.